Hey, this is Dave again. Another ad to the truck bed lighting for my 22 Maverick Lariat Hybrid. I did put in the bed lighting, the LED strips in the lighting, which work really well. I've integrated them with the switch in the back and the switch in the cab. So it was pretty simple to do once I verified that it was going to work that way. And the next thing I want to do is install a magnetic switch so that when the tailgate is open, those lights turn on automatically as if I had pressed the switch, the button in the tailgate. So I'm going to show you, I've got it all done other than ready to put it to bed here, but I'll kind of explain what I did. So I bought a magnetic switch kit off Amazon. I will post the link to that particular item. It was pretty inexpensive. One end of it here has the wires coming out of it. I ran it up through here. This corner's a little hole in here. I put a little rubber grommet over that, kind of protect the wire from rubbing right on the metal. That was simple to do. And then, as with the other lights, dropped it down into the tail light cavity, back over, and comes out here that I can attach to the switch. So I mounted it here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little silicone and kind of push this bit into the silicone to kind of keep it against the bed lining, and again, a little extra protection. Put a little silicone in there just so water doesn't get it down in there, so and ruin it. But this is an open close switch. The other piece of the magnetic switch is here on the tailgate, so that when, in this case, close that up, and they match up right in here. So in this case, when the tailgate is closed, the circuit created basically is open, so there's no electricity passing through and open the tailgate. And the easiest thing to look at is the lights up there. Boom, the lights come on. It opens that up. Now, one thing that it does not do, when you close the bed, it doesn't shut the lights off, which is what you could do with the push button, but it doesn't do that. They will go off automatically like they normally would after a few minutes, just like that. So I had to bring that wire down here, and I pulled off the connector that connects the switch to wherever it goes in the front, and then I tapped in the wire from the truck side magnetic switch. So I just tap that in. I use a couple of T-taps. That seemed to work pretty well. Verified that all the connections were making good contact, and now you see what happens when we open and close the bed. So that's a nice thing. I'm gonna put a little liquid electrical tape on these ends, again, to protect them from water. I'm gonna wrap it with a little bit of electrical tape that was on there before, bring it up to there, and then we'll attach it back and put all that back, and then we're all done. One of the downsides I found about at least how I've got the magnetic switch wired is when this circuit is closed, basically the electric is passing through here, it basically negates the use of this push button switch here. This does not work. This overtakes it here, and I have to think about that. So one of the things that happens is if the cover is open and the tailgate is closed, this circuit is now open. No electricity passing through it, and then the switch down here does work. So that's an alternative. The other piece that happens is, I want to show this here, so we'll close this. Okay, if I now, again, open the tailgate, boom, the lights come on. But if I close the tailgate when the lights are on, and I open it again, it turns the lights off. So basically what the switch is doing both here and here, it's just sending a signal that something's changed in the circuit, and either turns it on, the lights on, or off, the opposite of what it's doing. So I may have to look at some alternatives to how this is wired in, so it doesn't do that, or B, it doesn't negate the use of the internal switch. I'm not quite sure what to do with that, but for now, leave it alone, and I'm pretty happy with it.